Good morning. Welcome to this morning's Wuxing Long Pai Taijiquan class. I'm going to adjust this camera down a little bit because it looks like it's pointing up. My name is Jeff Cote, and I am the Occidental Taoist. This morning, we're going to do our usual warm-up and follow that with some more examination of the swimming dragon section. One more time to both sides, kind of flowing through that, maybe a couple of times if we have time. I'm going to try to not spend as much time on the standing in the warm-up this time. I didn't realize how long I spent last time. So that we have a little bit more time to do that flow practice of the swimming dragon section. And then, as I mentioned last time, next week we'll begin doing the entire long form. For that event, I'm going to try going back outside again and seeing if we can't have that a better audio experience with it without the headset, because it seems to work better without a microphone. None of the microphones I've used seem to actually work more effectively than just speaking towards the camera. So we'll try that for next time. But what I'll do is I'll do that outside only so that I have enough room to really move around for the whole form, because there just isn't enough room in here for the whole form. But we'll do that next week. This week there's still enough room for me to do just the swimming dragon section. So let's get started. Put our feet roughly shoulder width and parallel. Got a good basic Zhuang stance. So we want to get the hips to fold, find our weight in the center of the triangle of the foot, where we're engaging into the ball of the foot but not putting weight on it. So you're activating the ankle but relaxing into the triangle. Get the weight coming straight up through the knees, straight down through the knees, and the upper body weight being caught by the bowl of the pelvis. The three dantians are aligned, and there's a good plumb line from the byway point to the center line, to the way in point. The right and left channels are active, but neither rotated out nor rotating in. Instead, they're active and engaged and working with each other to manage left-right balance, upright and sinking structure. Tongue lightly touches the roof of the mouth. The breath is going to move in and out through the nose. And breathe into the lower dantian. The chest is relaxed. The shoulders are relaxed. And the arms are suspended. As we inhale, we expand. As we exhale, we return. And we're going to inhale and condense in the dantian. And release on exhale. Wow. And bounce. And counter swing. And column swing. It's forward and back. And counter column swing. And relax. Seven posture standing Qigong. that side. Hands to Tian Mo, or Yen Tong, the mid-eyebrow point. Setting up for position 2, that's that triangular shape without actually touching. Pressing up and out. Mid-eyebrow level. Down, hands go out and down to shoulder width, and the elbows drop. So moving into Wuji. And we bend the elbows to the side here. Elbows turn up. Extend the elbows down and out. So there's that sense of moving out and down, out and down. And the energy of intent drops straight down the right and left channels while I extend the elbows down, opening up everything here. And pressing down those right and left channels. Chin low again. Wuxing. And the middle Dan Chin. As though doing Taiji beginning, up. Hands parallel to the ground, roughly about solar plexus height, palms down, whole body sinking, pressing down. And press down. Gathering chi again. Guiding the chi to the lower Dan Chin, palms face the lower Dan Chin. We're also paying attention to the Ming Men, the low back, equalizing it, opening it up. Get that lower Dan Chin to be very active, both in front and in back. down to 10. Gather the chi. And extend it. And close. Take a moment, shake it out. My dog needs to come in. He's barking out there. I'll be right back. Hands, wrists, and fingers. Other way. Elbows. Other way. Shoulders. Other way. Opening and closing the chest, out of the shoulder. Trunk twists from the center, patting the bottom. in the waist. And the hips. Waist rotations, circling the daimai. Other way. Letting your awareness go from your waist to your hips. Widen your feet. Pull that ball and socket joint open gently. And small circles with the hip. Other way. Other side. Other way. One open, one closed. Well, they're both, the knees are open, but we've got a rotation. Keep those knees open. Shift. And turn that rotation. So now, instead of being open here and closed here, try to keep that tailbone down and back. Notice my center line points from one side to the other. And what I'm doing is I'm paying attention to what happens all around the ball and socket joint as I rotate back and forth. And the pressure and receive, getting both that yin and yang relationship and how that creates a stretch and turn and release and turn. What I don't want to do is this, when my knees collapse inward. Keep it all open so we're dynamically engaging everything all around that ball and socket joint. And go the other way. You'll feel like your glutes work a little bit here. They should, particularly close to the attachments near the sacrum. And shake them up. Patting the legs. And friction rubbing the knees. And the other way. Friction rubbing the knees. Feet together, small circles. Other way. Heels stay down, weight stays in the middle of the triangles of the feet. Deep bows. Shake out your legs. Ankle and hip. The other way. foot and ankle. Other way. Brushing the grass. Other way. Brushing the grass behind. Other way. Leg out. Out to the side. And behind. Cross behind. Sink. Get that knee under. So you're sitting into your sacrum a little. And turn the spine. Stretching that lower spine and sacrum. Up. Bring the knee up to the chest. Knee down. Let it hang and stretch that quadricep a little bit and bring the knee back so it touches the glutes. If you can. Don't put too much pressure on your knee if your knee can't handle that. And point the knee back. Try to make your hip extend forward. So right here, you're stretching that iliopsoas. And leg out and back around. Extend out and rotate over. Almost like you're extending the upper leg out and rotating. Shake it out. Other side, ankle and hip. Other side, other way rather. Foot and ankle. Other way. Brushing the grass. Other way. Behind. Other way. Up. And back. Cross behind. And knee come under. Turn this way. Back up. Knee to the chest. Go back, knee down. Knee back, hip forward. Out and around. Again, extending, rotating open. This is not a passive experience. I'm active here. Elongating, extending through the foot, extending through the hip, extending open. I'm going to turn this off because it was a little dim earlier because it was overcast, but now it's brighter and it's getting a little glare. I'll go off of these shorts. It looks like I'm getting glare from the sun anyways. All right, so elongate the spine, bring the knees back this time. You can press the knees back because we're going to elongate the hamstring, flatten the back, lift the sacrum. Extend down. Take your time. When you encounter tension, take a moment. Turn to one side, managing extension and reception through each leg, keeping everything elongated and open. Always try to be aware of the entirety of the right and left channels and the central channel. Spine. The other side. Reach with that front hand, and reach with the back hand. Sweep through slowly so you can feel the entirety of the right and left channels as they change in feeling as you change in orientation. Center. Bend your knees, squat stance. And press up with the legs. Rolling the spine up from bottom to top. Dragon spine. Other way. relax, shake it out. All right. Let's go through the swimming dragon. All right, so we start in our basic Jian Zhuang. Almost as though we're in that second posture, the standing, 7 posture standing meditation, but instead of being here, it's out here. But it's the same height level. So it's, mid-eyebrow height, hands here. Dragon stretches his wings. White ape presents the fruit. White crane kicks with one leg. Butterfly touches the water. Green dragon stirs the waves. Elbowing left and right. And split across the arm. Turn back and look at the moon. Fair lady threads the shuttle. Passing clouds and hammer fist. Dragon sweeps the sky. Split and grasp the arm. Turn and look back at the moon. Two dragons passing. White ape presents the fruit. White crane kicks with one leg. Butterfly touches the water. Green dragon stirs the waves. Elbowing right and left. Split and grasp the arm. Turn back and look at the moon. There, threads the shuttle. Passing clouds. Hammer fist. Dragon sweeps the sky. Good. And rest the arm. Come back and look at the moon. Two dragons passing. And close. All right, that was a moderate speed flow through that entire section. As you can see, it's, a mirror, one side and the other side, same exact sequence. Okay? If you can get one side down in terms of the sequence, memorization, the working out the other side has its own value, even if you don't get it right away. A lot of times we get hung up on accomplishing. And accomplishing is a great goal. It's great to have a goal. But the whole purpose of the goals that we set up are for the learning processes that come from trying to attain it. So don't be in a rush to finish, to get it right. Because wherever you are in your process, right is a spectrum of understanding. As I've gotten more and more practice with this, what I used to think of as right, I now think of as very poor quality technique and structure. But I used to think that would be right. That was what I was looking for. So always think of it as this is a framework that we have for exploration of the dynamics of structure, breath, mind intent, flow, wholeness, all our functional principles and how they manifest in each and every posture as we move from posture to posture. And what changes and what's changing at the right time. We may be changing some part before another, and that's creating separation because it's not being led by the whole. So an examination of that process is huge. And this is what the form work is really all about. Okay? It's not that the form has some inherent power other than the structure it provides for the examination of all the principles. So a lot of times I see people like, okay, I got the form down, so I'm done. Now what's next? Well, what's next in terms of my context as a teacher and as a student myself is go back to the beginning and ask myself, do I have this? What do I understand about it? Is my structure where I want it to be? We, as Westerners particularly, but I think as human beings, we're often looking for that next thing that we're going to learn before we're done learning the thing we're working on. And this gets to something a number of you that have been following me for a while or go to my classes in person have heard me say. Dr. Hua used to say to me a lot, why do two things badly? And when he first used to say it to me, I thought it was just this kind of cute trite saying because he was saying it in context of rolling. I would try to roll with both hands at the same time while doing Twin A, and he would say to me, why do two things badly? But then I realized that he also said it occasionally when I would be doing Tai Chi, and it was often when I was trying to move ahead. I was trying to do the next thing. And what he was referring to there is take one thing that you're working on. Work on it. Dedicate yourself to it. When you begin to really understand it, then you can add to it. But if you try to add to it before you actually understand it, you're just poisoning the well. You're just making more misunderstanding and more potential misunderstanding. At the same time, I'm really sensitive to the idea that we want to have a flow. We want to have a form that we can flow through. Okay? And balancing that for each person is somewhat individual, but it's also, I tend to err on the side of do more of what you know, because you'll find that you don't know it as well as you think you do. I keep discovering that. 30 years later, I'm still discovering. I don't know it as well as I think you do. Let's flow through this again. Same thing. Same thing. Roughly shoulder width. Dragon stretches his wings. Power of the Immortal. White Ape presents the fruit. The white crane kicks with one leg. Butterfly touches the water. Green dragon stirs the waves. Elbowing left and right. Split and grasp the arm. Turn back and look at the moon. Fair Lady threads the shuttle. Passing clouds. Hammer fist. Dragon sweeps the sky. Double uppercut. Double elbow. Split and grasp the arm. Turn and look back at the moon. Two dragons passing. White Ape presents the fruit. White crane kicks with one leg. Butterfly touches the water. Green dragon stirs the waves. Elbowing right and left. Split. Grasp the arm. Turn and look back at the moon. And then threads the shuttle. Passing the clouds. Hammer fist. Dragon sweeps the sky. Double uppercut. Double elbow. Split. And grasp the arm. Turn and look back at the moon. Two dragons passing. And close. Thank you very much for joining me this morning. I hope that was helpful to flow through a few times and take it, two different paces. One kind of moderate, one a little slow. And I find that varying my pace teaches me different things. When I go a little faster, it shows me where I move wrong and my balance. I have to tighten up to deal with balance. So it shows me where my errors are. When I go slow, it lets me take the time to examine that and make sure my structure is just right and that I'm never adding too much energy to any action. Okay. All right. Hope this was fun. Thank you very much for joining me. Next week, we'll try to flow through the whole thing, the long form. All right. Thank you.